Hello guys, how's it going? Today, well, we haven't been so consistent with the video recording. We're actually being quite busy and we haven't been paying so much attention to the challenge. But I just wanted to give you like a really quick update about everything that's been going on so far. Today's Friday. I don't know what day it is of the challenge yet. We haven't heard from Y Combinator yet. I'm really hopeful. I really hope we get accepted. And besides that, well, Angel has been quite busy with a project of Quavanti, the one I told you about. The real estate developer, and I've been pushing hard on another one that's pure development, pure backend, integrating the turnstile with other things. I'm actually taking a course before that because there's a lot of things that I don't remember or I never learned. But I've done well. I'm moving quickly through that course, so that's nice. And in regards to breaks, I actually wanted to give you a little tour of a couple of things that I've improved and that have been better inside the application. I don't know if I showed you the document history. I think I did, but right now I wanted to show you something else. So right now we have this is the workers. I came back to the workers page because there's a couple of bugs that need to be sorted. The first one is that I don't know why we're getting this cropped screen problem right now. Well, I'm gonna go back to this in a little bit, but I wanted to show you. I was working on the cuadrillas, which is the teams that are gonna be working inside of every one of these projects. This didn't work at all. I just had a placeholder, so I needed to work on all the features and the functionality in general. Right now, it is working pretty much. Maybe there's a couple things that we still need to work on, but we can create one of these teams. So, for example, if I just set this and I assign a couple workers, we have an overflow that's just because of the keyboard. But if I assign, for example, these workers, this was challenging to do, but I'm getting confident to code. And then this is a custom function because Flutterflow won't allow me to just to stack this amount of images dynamically from the database, from the cloud database. So I needed to create a custom function, which I'm quite proud of. I know this is a very simple function, but I'm feeling confident because of my course and all the things that I've done so far from Flutterflow. I think I'm improving, in the problem solving and this in general. So I managed to write this code by myself, and I realized that Copilot, maybe if you're a developer, this is going to be very obvious to you, but if you're not, this is something I find incredible because Copilot and I believe other AI large language models can do this as well, but they can review your code. So every time I had a mistake, I actually could just ask him to review it for me and find the mistakes that I had. And this is you have no idea how much this is going to improve the coding and the development. Because before this, you would go line by line and try to find the error, and if there's something that you didn't know or forgot, there was no way just for you by yourself to get this, and you would have to go to a senior developers in order for them to review your code and tell you what the problem is. And if you didn't have a senior, you're basically screwed. So this is an incredible tool just to have a review. For example, here I had an error that I needed to, for example, I was trying to convert double to integer, but this is not existent in Dart, so this just straight up told me that it doesn't exist in Dart. So I was able to, and it gives you the corrected code, which is incredible. So this speeds up greatly the development process. And the reason I did it like this, because I'm taking in a lot of arguments, and I'm using these arguments like in a general manner because I didn't want to hard code I'm gonna show you a little bit about the how this stack works. So right here I have a row. Inside a row I have a stack which is required in order to have like one image on top of the other, and then I have the images, and this is all coming from the database. For example, I'm choosing right now, and I was using fingers because I was in a meeting with Angel. He was working with the client, with the real estate developer, what I was still I was coding. So every single minute that we have, we try to get this, to squeeze the most out of it. And I just was taking pictures in order to, to give a number to each one of the workers, and that helped me debug the application. Because, for example, if I delete this one, which is the 4 one, let's look the worker number 4. If I delete it here, and then we go back, it is no longer here. So I needed to truncate this for a maximum of 5 images, and it would only display 5 images, even if it's not, if the list has more than 5. So right now it has 5, and depending on how much or how many of them, you can just delete it. And if you add more workers, it will adjust accordingly automatically. So sorry, the camera is a bit messy. Sorry, now I have 5 again, and I was getting another error when I had 2, which was solved in code. And the reason I did it through code in a general manner is because I have to do the same in the list of workers here in the cuadrilla. But this is not working. I have no idea why. So this is supposed to be exactly the same. I mean, I copied and pasted the code. I'm just reusing the same function and the same parameters, but it's not working here. I have no idea why. And I have another problem, because when I try to create a worker right here, not a worker, sorry, a cuadrilla, a team, I'm using the same page. I'm just using conditionals in order to display different kind of informations, or just to change the behavior of the button depending on whether I have an existing document or not, which is working perfectly for the project add page. But right here, it is not working. I'm just not getting the... Oh, this is amazing. What happened? I have no idea why. Why is this working now? This is working now. Oh, this is nuts. This is just crazy. This wasn't working before. But, well, I had the problem that it just wasn't passing the document belonging to this container. When I tapped on it wouldn't pass it to this other page in order to edit, but it's now working. So that's so great. I just need to, there's a couple things that I still need to fix. Of course, is this thing that I have no idea why. I'm gonna show you a little bit about it. Let's just go to the list. Right now, so we have this tab view, which shows either workers or teams. And it is important to have this button through a stack as well. If you see here, we have a stack, which is just the column. Sorry, it's just the column and the button. So this is the column that belongs to the list view and the button. And the reason we're doing this is because if it is a very extensive list, it will just go, like I'm showing here, it will just go, if we had the bottom in a column, the bottom will go all the way down, and you would have to scroll all the way to the end of the list in order to see the button. So we need to have the button fixed into the screen, and that works properly. That's the whole reason of using the stack here. But I don't know what this space is, because if we take a look at the stack is using only this amount of space here. It's not taking up the whole vertical area. And I already set the height of the stack to infinite. I tried setting it to 100%. I tried setting it to a different size amount of pixels, but it's just not going all the way down. The column, for example, is already expanded into the main axis. And well, I think that's that should be enough in order for all the content to go and to fill up the column, to make it expand, and the column itself to make the the stack expand. But it's not working at all. Right now I'm too tired, so I won't be working on this anymore. We just recorded a couple more videos that we're gonna because of course there's always bloopers, right? We're getting more confident with the camera and more comfortable on it, but we still make a lot of mistakes. So I hope you have fun watching us make mistakes. I'm just gonna edit it out, and we didn't do anything about the Algin 13 sprint this week. We haven't done anything. So we need to go into the sprint, finish the video, and just work on the overall fundraising task that we need to do, and continue working on everything else. I'm exhausted right now. We haven't had any rest whatsoever. So I hope we can just finish everything by Saturday, and I can finally have Sunday for myself. And just started, downloading some games, because I know this is not like the biggest Steam library yet, but this is all the games that I purchased. Every single one of them has very little, 16 hours, for example, on this game. I love video games, but I just haven't had the time in this late. Maybe it's been like 4 years, maybe, that I haven't been able to play that much. Maybe a couple minutes. I just started downloading a couple of them that I want to enjoy if I get a couple of hours, and maybe the other one. I mean, my top priority right now is, of course, to get the investment, get the product going, but I'm reaching my limits, my personal limits, so I need to to chill a little bit. So I'm really hoping for a bit of free time. I know this is gonna be a longer video than the rest, but I hope I'm providing you of value. I hope this is interesting for you. You can just write in the comments if you like longer videos or if you like shorter ones. And we're gonna try to keep this as interesting to you guys as we can, and just to continue sharing what we're doing, because we're having a lot of fun. We love what we do, and I'm happy with the progress that we've gotten so far. There's just a lot of work to be done still, but we're happy, we're having fun. And thank you, Valeria, for all your work too, because I know this editing is you're doing a great job, and with everything else, as well as Angel, and I'm just proud of the team, and I'm certain we can achieve great things together. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna wrap this up right here. It was great talking to you, and I'll see you in the next video.
En la industria de la construcción, tanto empresas como contratistas independientes sufren de procesos largos y lentos, sobrecarga operativa y además de información desactualizada. Por si fuera poco, también sufren de pérdidas por auditorías que realiza el gobierno y que estas pueden durar meses. Ay, puta madre.
Sí, se acabó el tiempo, güey. ¿Qué pedo?
Iba a decir, ya habíamos acabado.
Pues ahí lo puedo cortar. ¿Hacemos las frases de cierre?
Sí.
¿Sí? ¿Quién empieza, tú?
¿Cómo era?
Te invitamos a transformar.
Te invitamos a transformar
la industria global de la construcción.
Ya.
Sí,
ya me hace, güey.
Sí, no importa.